carry today? Just
I choose joy.
I choose joyful love. Oh, sorry.
I was just gonna, Joe, thanks for the first one. And for that is like, take what rating do you say you're at? Like, are you in it all right now? Or a better word is, what's resistance to being fully joyful? You know, see the other way?
Yeah, I'd say I'm about 30% in joy.
Yeah, and truth. Yeah, truth of the structure. Good. So 70% resistance to it, yeah.
Yeah.
How about now?
Yeah, it's shifting. It's shifting. Yeah, I feel like I'm there now. Yeah, I've probably got about 2-3% not in joy. It's easy to connect to joy with you guys. But
The importance. Yeah, importance.
I wasn't choosing that feeling specifically until you mentioned it, until I chose what I wanted. Felt the resistance because I want feeling it. You bringing that resistance up and just feeling it, just like an escalator, just moving away.
So do you see why I say the emotions are the catalyst, or the cheating point, or the shortcut?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Ginny, your turn.
She wrote that she was 8.5% joyful. She's got to be in listener mode now.
Thank you. Sorry, I took that away from you, Ginny. Who else?
I've got clarity of direction.
How much do you have that? What number out of 10?
Between 6 and 7.
Right. Anyone else want to complete their structure for the day? What this will do is setting your rubber band, setting up your comet, setting up your shooting star just for today. Who knows what will drop in your lap today? What do you want to drop in your lap?
I choose blissfully connected.
Fancy words.
It's the word bliss that I have for my sense of connection.
And how much of that do you have?
Right now in my knowing, 8.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For me, today it's overflowing gratitude. And I'm absolutely overflowing with gratitude today.
Thank you. And just notice what's showing up for you. Space to share, if you like.
I have something to share about my overflowing gratitude. After I said I've got this overflowing gratitude, and that's really truly what I'm feeling, part of me said, you're not allowed to have that. Who are you to have overflowing gratitude? You know, and can you have overflowing gratitude if there's somebody who doesn't have that? It's just an old pattern coming up. I think that it's really, if it's overflowing gratitude, it's also a vibration that I am sharing.
How much work is it, Linda? How much work is it?
It's, you know, the overflowing gratitude just is like, so it's automatic. And then the little voice says, you know.
So gratitude, gratitude, yeah.
Yeah.
Go to a moment where you can remember being grateful, gratitude, just overflowing with it. Take yourself to that moment. Let me know when you have it.
Well, I have it now. Do you want me to go to a younger me?
No, just the most recent one.
Okay, yeah, I'm here.
And so just take that moment from the past and just lay it out into a future situation that hasn't happened yet.
You got that.
Now just reel yourself into it. Imagine taking steps. How would you get there?
I see a carpet being rolled out and I just walk.
That's pretty effortless. And everyone, and what's the carpet mean?
It's almost like grass. It's like a rolling out of grass. It's kind of carpet grass. Just walking there because it's an open path. There's nothing in the way.
What's the resistance now?
There isn't resistance.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
You did it all. I just asked a few questions.
Thank you. Thank you for being with me as I process that.
My pleasure.
My word is serenity. And that's kind of funny because I didn't know what it means, so I had to look it up, but it came in my mind.
Damn, what does that mean?
I feel it's just the truth that came out of me.
Yes, unedited. Yeah, it's like, I don't know what that, my self-conscious says, I have no idea what that word means, but man, did it land on my heart to figure out what does it mean. And then Pascal, when you hear that, what does that do inside?
It relaxed me.
And so every situation you come into today, you just lay that word out there and walk on the grass. It might be a little cold for you to walk on grass today.
No kidding.
Borrow some from Linda.
I'll stay at home and I'll walk on the carpet.
Borrow some of Linda's, yeah.
I can imagine walking on the grass, but I don't think I'll be doing it.
They say it's half as effective if we can imagine in our mind as actually physically going and doing it. That is physical workout, proven.
I believe that, sure.
It's what I'm training a future gymnast to do in his spare time. Perfect the routines in your mind. Feel the transitions. Feel what do you have to tell yourself when you get into that position. It's all about the transitions. You start the transitions, you already got the momentum to the finish. If you start it right. So how does this compare to what you do in your day already? Because if there was one practice to bring into your life, I say it's this. Where am I now? Where do I want to be? And the feeling of that. So as each of you were saying, I was testing the feelings. Testing how they rang to my feelings, to my intuition. And when others speak, what do you notice in their words? Are they aligned? And if not, just help them get aligned. Just a couple adjustments on the click. Yeah, click, click.
Well, I asked the group, how serenity is aligned with me? Does anybody has any thoughts?
I see that energy in you almost every day, Pascal.
And Pascal, there's a groundedness in your voice that is reflective of serenity. So you carry it with you, is how I experience you and serenity.
If he doesn't know what serenity, or like knows to see it, observe it in himself, Allison and Linda, how could you share examples of serenity for him to develop his meaning?
For me, when I exhale, there's serenity. But I guess I was sharing, there's something about the quality of your voice, Pascal, that if you listen to it, maybe in a certain way, there is serenity in your voice. There's a stillness, a quietness, a deep sense of wisdom that I equate to serenity.
How is that overflowing gratitude, Linda?
Oh my gosh, I get serenity when that's a gift you share. So I get some of that from you, Pascal. When you share, I get a bit of that you reflect that and it comes into my heart as wisdom and serenity and stillness and groundedness. And there's a quality of your voice that I stop and listen to. There's something about that quality that is captivating. And it's serene. There's no rushed hurriedness about it. It's still, it's quiet, it's there's inflections in your tone, but it comes from a place in your heart rather than your mind, is what I get that. So thank you. How did that land, Pascal? Did that land? How did that land?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, and it's funny because if you know me day to day, I am that, but I don't project that. But to have a group like this one, they allow me to be myself.
Beautiful. Beautiful. I love
Jessie,
how the word came to you. I was just going to say, I love the way the word came to you, Pascal. And you looked it up.
Yeah, I had to. Just like, I heard that before, but I never looked it up.
Nice.
Go, Lynn.
Yeah, Jessie, I have a Serenity poem that I would like, well, I asked and people want to hear it. Can you let me share?
You let me. How about you let me know when you're ready?
I'm ready.
Okay, let me do this then. Actually, I gotta go back.
This is Olay Vitamin C plus AHA Junior, and this is Olay Vitamin C plus AHA Senior. Brighter skin in just one day. Am I sparkling? I feel like I'm sparkling.
What can this cream do?
It evens out skin tone and texture. It's
Mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. Oneness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is a oneness of mind is one of the beautiful jewels of wisdom. It is a result of long and patient effort in self-control. Its presence is an indication of ripened experience and of a more than ordinary knowledge of the laws and operations of thought. A man becomes calm in the measure that he understands himself as a thought-evolved being, for such knowledge necessitates the understanding of others as a result of thought. And as he develops a right understanding and sees more and more clearly the internal relations of things by the actions of cause and effect, he ceases to fuss and fume and worry and grieve, and he remains poised, steadfast, serene. The calm man, having learned how to govern himself, knows how to adapt himself to others, and they in turn reverence his spiritual strength and feel that they can learn from him and rely upon him. The more tranquil a man becomes, the greater is his success, his influence, his power for good. Even the ordinary trader will find his business prosperity increase as he develops a greater self-control and equanimity. For people will always prefer to deal with a man whose demeanor is equable. The strong, calm man is always loved and revered. He's like a shade-giving tree in a thirsty land, or a sheltering rock in a storm. Who does not love a tranquil heart, a sweet-tempered, balanced life? It does not matter whether it rains or shines, or what changes come to those possessing these blessings, for they are always sweet, serene, and calm. The exquisite poise of character, which we call serenity, is the last lesson of culture. It is the flowering of life, the fruitage of the soul. It is precious as wisdom, more to be desired than gold, yea, than even fine gold. How insignificant mere money-seeking looks in comparison with the serene life. A life that dwells in the ocean of truth, beneath the waves, beyond the reach of the tempests, in the eternal calm. How many people we know who sour their lives, who ruin all that is sweet and beautiful by explosive tempers, who destroy their poise of character and make bad blood. It is a question whether the great majority of people do not ruin their lives and mar their happiness by lack of self-control. How few people we meet in life who are well balanced, who have that exquisite poise which is characteristic of the finished character. Yes, humanity surges with uncontrolled passion, is tumultuous with ungoverned grief, is blown about by anxiety and doubt. Only the wise man, only he whose thoughts are controlled and purified, makes the winds and the storms of the soul obey him. Tempest-tossed souls, wherever you may be, under whatever conditions ye may live, know this: in the ocean of life, the isles of blessedness are smiling, and the sunny shore of your ideal awaits your coming. Keep your hands firmly on the helm of thought. In the bark of your soul reclines the commanding master. He does but sleep. Wake him. Self-control is strength. Right thought is mastery. Calmness is power. Say to your heart, peace, be still.
That was beautiful, and thank you.
James Allen. That was Bob Proctor narrating.
I will. Jessie is asking, what did we learn?
I learned that I would listen to this video in half the speed. I only grasp a little bit here and there, but not too much. So yeah, there's a lot there.
Yes.
Same here, brother. You hear what you need to hear, my brother. But that's it. Every time you hear it, you're a different person. It's a new you. But even me, when I'm listening to that, it's just little bits get your attention, don't they? Your mind wanders, and then it comes back. But powerful. Thank you for sharing, guys. That was a beautiful bit of Bob Proctor.
For me, this is all synthesizing today, right now in this session. And I didn't realize the words that I had said earlier. So I sense it's a good time to expand it a bit. I'm an addict in recovery. And the addiction that took over my life is overachievement. And the greatest challenge that I've had in recovering from that is getting to a place of stillness or serenity. And the phrase "come to a complete stop" comes to mind. And I have been resisting stop throughout my whole life. And to me, the greatest gift about being in this space is that I've experienced stop in brand new ways. So when all this comes up to me, in conjunction and in synchronicity with the winter solstice and the stillness in between changing direction that the earth is in right now, it's very significant to me. It's an opportunity to harmonize with that energy that the earth is living through itself. And I can synchronize myself with that and experience a brand new stillness. So that's where I'm at today. And I welcome whatever responses or whatever feedback anybody has received. I'm complete for now.
Mm-hmm.
It was a direct, for me, that was a direct hit to the heart, Craig. And such wonderful synchronicity with solstice. So I would like to celebrate and acknowledge and honor the completion of something for you.
Thank you. I'd like to second that. In that moments of silence after you'd spoken, my heart just got hit with waves. So wow, thank you for talking with such power from your heart. We love you.
To the U-turn. As if just imagining the earth tilting so far and then tilting back and then tilting back. Oh, seasons, right? Just think of the momentum in U-turns. A similar pattern, Craig, of achievement, validating, looking success, so that when I had it, from the world's point of view, I had all of it that the world taught me or told me that I could be, to win, to be successful. All the money, the businesses, all the things that they said I needed, the family, the wife, the cars, the blah, 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 blah. Every time it felt like I won, I still arrived empty. I think we all have our own patterns, and we all arrive at some place every time that we're not happy with. And that is the big part of this U-turn. That's, Craig, your U-turn. It's like putting the brakes on however many years you've lived life the way you have. The patterns that had living it, that were producing the outcome, that finally we say not anymore. What? Start with, I don't know. That makes the U-turn a whole lot easier. Acknowledge the truth. And best for me was, I'm going to choose happy. May not be able to have it right now. Day after day after day, it really just shows up. We all have our pattern. And most of us, it's creating a pattern we're not happy with. We're disappointed, we're frustrated, we're angry. We're urgency, we're pushed, we're stressed. We are creating that. Just as much as we can create our peace, our joy, love, when we come from that heart space, which is what we do every day, so that when we make the turn, well, to make the turn and build momentum of a life worth living. Together. Oh, because it's boring and slow alone. Anyone else want to add anything?
Yeah, for me, I had a different pattern. No overachievement. I don't think it's something that in my blood, you would say. But I had this pattern before to acquire a lot of like technology and all that. And I was doing that to attract friends that I thought they were friends. So the more I was acquiring, the more I had people over, and I thought they really liked me for who I am, but it was more like for the technology that I had. Until at one point, I completely flipped the other side, and now it's like I barely acquire anything, because I understand it's all energy first. So if there's something that doesn't serve me, and then like I walk in front of it and be like, yeah, I haven't used this thing for like 5 years now. What am I doing, right? And when I stopped doing that, well, the friend that I that I have right now, they're really there for me, not for the thing I acquired.
Mm.
And that's what made me feel full, because I felt really empty before.
Mm. Yeah, thank you, Pascal. It's so hard to see, so hard to admit, because we almost have to, we think we have to say we're wrong. Which is fine. Like, if we can do that, that's a great step. And I hear your yearning for belonging, which mine too is like, mine was to belong.
Yeah, because what happened is, like, when I was in high school, I got ridiculed a lot just for being different. You know, and that's why I was trying to always belong to a group or something, but I was always different. You know, I was always
beautiful.
thinking.
Can we go get shampoo for our hair? Sorry, guys.
I love it when life steps in.
The body needs to be taken care of as well, you know.
Mm-hmm. Mm. And sometimes we are building other people's patterns.
Yeah.
Constructing.
Pascal, I wanted to thank you for sharing. And Jesse, you too, thank you for sharing. It's just amazing how this experience of belonging or not belonging is prevalent in so many of us. And for me, I'm not sure where, I do know where it began for me, but that's been my, you know, a pattern for me of, you know, seeking, putting the power in the belonging, as opposed to the power in just being me. I'm shifting that. This past year has been really beautiful for me in that arena. However, I still notice it wanting to like sneak up and sneak in. And I look at my true desires, you know, my end results, like the experiences that I have written down that I would love to have. And I ask myself, do I want that just because I love to have that? Or is it because I really feel like I belong once I have that? Yeah, and so many times it's, damn it, it's because you want to belong. Yeah. And yeah, and I'm in my head about it, and I shift to my heart, and there's, you know, so it's just an interesting conversation, I think. And maybe it's because, you know, we're human, and we know we're super conscious too, and we're human. We're on this planet in a three-dimensional plane, and we want to be loved, and we want to love. At least I do. And I think that's what part of community does for me, is I feel like I can contribute, and by contributing, I you know, get a sense of community and feel, you know, my heart expands, and for me that's love. And if I sit by myself at home, I can love myself at home, you know, like in a vacuum, but it's not the same as it's just a little different. It's just the community aspect, and we all get to choose how we belong, I think. And one time Chris said to me, he said, you know, Linda, you can be dash long with people as long as you choose to. You can be long with people. And you don't need to fit in. You will not fit in everywhere. You just won't, and you don't want to. But you get to choose how you belong. Anyways, I thought I'd share that.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Linda. What came to me, it comes full circle. I didn't need to belong, I needed to be loved. And over the years I realized that nobody's gonna love me as much as I'm gonna love myself.
So true. So true. I love that. Thank you for sharing that.
And I will never allow people to love me more than I love myself.
Yes. That's a really important one, because that's about receiving.
Linda, would you do the honor of inviting Sindrell?
Sindrell, welcome. So happy to see your name here, and so happy to have you. We've been going for a bit now. Would you like to contribute a word for today? And we can add that one, but welcome, Sindrell. So happy you're here.
Good morning. Thank you for that beautiful welcome, that warm, embracing welcome. My word for the day is thought. Thought.
Beautiful. Thank you.
And what this word represent to you?
You're muted, Sindrell.
I didn't understand. Was there a question there?
Yep.
Yeah.
Can you repeat it? There's a little bit of echo from me.
Oh, what the word thought means to you?
What I think about coming into this space. My thoughts create where I am, where I'm going, and I can see the trail of my past and know that I created that with my thoughts. And so I'm here in this pot of stew. I don't know, it's coming up like stew. And stew, there's, you know, the gravy and all of these wonderful ingredients. And all of you that are here, bring your ingredients. And the pot is already like tasty and good and yummy and comforting. And I get a chance to just, you know, add a little carrot to it. So my carrot is thought. What will we think? What will we choose to think? What do I choose to think? I think about rainbows and following through on action items. I think about the land of plenty and dancing through tulips to get to where I want. And it's not as much of getting to the end goal, but enjoying the journey, like every day. I think about the joy and the journey and the growing, and life is like science experiment. It's like how much thought is creating my day that I follow through with action and movement and intentionality. So I intend to be love, to give love, to receive love. I heard Allison saying about receiving. Oh, this is such a good stew, and it makes my life beautiful. Back to you.
Thanks, Sandrell. Queen C. Yeah. We
Sounds
were working.
making the same recipe.
Yes, our recipe was serenity. Thank you, Pascal.
Nice, Pascal.
Yeah, that's serenity is love. And Lynn shared a clip with us, and it was like, serenity is the last step for humanity. The last learning. And so, Charlotte, your greatness. Sandrell, would you invite Charlotte? She's new. I believe she. Apologize
Hello,
if I'm off on that.
I'm just in a lot of, I'm just near loads of traffic. Sorry, we say my name.
I did, yeah. Hi, Charlotte.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Hello there. Hello, loves. Thank you very much. Thank you. Just got the tail end of it, I think.
Yeah, you're perfect. You're fine. This is intended. You can come in for 5 minutes and leave if you need, or stay as long as you want.
Lovely.
What we do is there a word that you would share with us that you are in right now, like explains where you're at or what you're doing, who you are?
Oh, I'm in a high amount of stress, so I don't know if that's the sort of thing that we bring here. You know, I don't know if we just talk about good things.
Well, if stress is what you want, we'll talk about it.
No, let's leave that. So I'm looking for the opposite of stress then. That's what I want to be thinking about.
Oh, what would that be?
I like the word serenity. I thought that was a lovely word. I might just jump on that for now because I'm not thinking straight. Serenity is beautiful, isn't it? The thought of that's a really nice thing. That's just what I want now.
How is your stress now?
Even the word makes it feel a bit better, but I've got lots of things going on. I'm not going into it just now, but I've got lots of things going on. So yeah.
Welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Yeah, just to be you, do you, and if you want to share or feel inclined to step in, the space is always there.
Brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm so glad that you're here.
Welcome, Charlotte. Charlotte's my mate. She's just been messaging me, and I said, "Come on now," and she's like, "Yeah, I'll come on." So salute, Charlotte. Big up.
Yeah.
Welcome. Let's do this.
Thanks, Joe. Cheers. Thank you, loves. I'll just listen for a bit longer. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome, Charlotte. Welcome for being here with us today. You make this space just by the thought of you calling in and connecting with us. You have made this space extraordinary just because you are here. You know,
That's a nice thought. Thank you.
You've brought love, even if it's in a box labeled stress. Just like you can come like right out of that box, because that's not who you are. You are peace, you are thoughtfulness, you are love, you are caring, you are service. So I'm so glad you came here. So all that you just pour out to others, that you can come here and we can just pour back. We represent the universe. We represent symbolically, physically, and in reality, and symbolically in reality. We represent the core of your power, the core of you choosing where you want to focus and where the power lies. The power doesn't lie outside of you. You've came here to remember that the power of your life is you. You are the predominant creative force in your life. And all of them things that have stuck on your body, has taped on your brain, has gotten on your nerves, have stressed your finances, that have condensed your time, you have the power to respond and to just pick it off like lint, pick it off like tape that's stuck to your clothing, pick it off like toilet paper that got stuck on the bottom of your shoe. And you can just shake it all off. And in your thought of who you are and your predominant proudness of how you choose to walk this earth, of how you choose to direct your thought one thing at a time. Breathe.
It's one of the reasons I wanted to come today, because I can feel negative thoughts taking over, and I've had little snippets of what Joe does, and I just thought if I can, and it really helps my mindset. So I thought if I can get into this zone, it's going to help me through this stressful sort of Christmas period. So thank you. That meant a lot what you just said. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow, big up, but Sindrel, wow, I love that little channeling you just did there. That was such a lovely welcome. Thank you for welcoming my new friend into the crew. Big love and well done, Charlotte, man, for coming here. And yeah, salute to all of you.
That's what Charlotte inspired.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Yes.
Pascal, what is serenity now?
Like, what does it mean?
Or or learn. What did you, like I saw we all shared serenity. I was like, oh, I wonder what's new.
For me, serenity is a way of being. And
so is stressed. Stressed is a way of being too.
Yeah.
We're
But
always
it's how
being.
you perceive your reality.
I can't change that.
Well, I cannot change it for you, but I can change it for myself.
Yeah, did you feel the power in that? I believed it.
Yeah, what came to me with the share of Charlotte and Sindrel was how we perceive stress. For some people, it can be, you know, a bad thing. But for others, like they perceive a lot differently and turn it to a good thing, depending how you perceive good and bad.
When we can see it's a choice, we have choices. And that was a big point, Craig. That last text. We redefine serenity by experiencing something new around it. What is its new meaning? Yeah. I think that's huge, that experiencing. We were experiencing, stepping into, testing the water of serenity to experience it for ourselves.